are now about to witness the awesome, crushing might of the Eugene S. Robinson Show. Welcome, my friends, to a show that seemingly never ends. This is version 404 of the Eugene S. Robinson Show Stomper. I am your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Oh, yeah, we got a show for you today. The Earth bringing us in like he has every single week since 2007. Bob Riley from Stigmata, the record, Calling of the Just, the song intro, All or Nothing, still available from Revelation Records in Huntington Beach, California. Where they shoot you to death in nightclub. Get your car with a hammer and run your mayor pro tem out of town to open up a substandard restaurant in Central Florida that will somehow inevitably fail. Listen well.
I'm on my way back nowhere. I took my time, but I couldn't.
I just need to yeah. Taking a real good look at you. I'm taking a real good look at your face.
On my way back there, boy.
So being paid back is always nothing. All right. Welcome, my friends, to the new Converge record kicks ass. First, let's get the commercials out of the way. I guess maybe some of yous ain't noticed because Black History Month and all that's got your heads all kind of fezzed up. But today is March 1st, the 1st of March. Beware the Ides of March. No, beware the 1st of March, because you know what we have to do as soon as this show ends today? Got to pay June. Now, listen, far be it from me to browbeat you into sending cash, but so far only one of you has done so. And now, I'm not talking about the ones who subscribe through Substack. I'm talking about the ones who come in over the transom, over PayPal, over Venmo, over Zelle, over CashApp. Can't be riding on TM shoulders. Guys got to dig in. Otherwise, it's just me doing it, and that makes no sense. Yeah, I got cats to talk to if it comes to that. So dig down deep before the show's over. Make something happen. It could be a nickel, it could be $1, it could be $5, but put something in the there you go, right there. Put something in the kitty. So here we are, and I'm still sorry for this. I mean, I realize I've been back for less than a week. Right? Did I do the last show from here? I think I did the last show. I've been back exactly a week. Who knows? I don't recall, but all I know is I'm tired. I am fatigued, and I don't do my best thing. Like, let me tell you how I know I'm fatigued. Right? Some of you can't Donna Shalala me on my own show, but you need to know this. I've talked about this before. That during the Aussie days, I would go, sometimes 24 hours schedule, right? No sleep, 24 hours, get articles written. Then routinely 4 hours of sleep, just to prove something. You could out macho me for 4 hours sleep, 3 hours of sleep, whatever. That's a nap. I read all the articles about sitting too much and not sleeping will kill you. I was sitting all the time and not sleeping. Knew for sure it would kill me. And I knew my ideas were getting bad when I would think of, look, people talk about psychopathology like it's something foreign to them. If you go back to QTAT, which for those of you who've been paying attention stands for quick time across town, the quickest time across town is between 2 points. All right, quick. What is it? Quick is this is between 2 points is a straight line. Sorry. No matter what's on that line, if you got to get from point A to point B, you get there faster if you just don't stop. Lady with a baby in a stroller, oh well, death race 2000. Old man, me good with a gamey leg and a cane. Fuck it. Quickest put is straight line. I mean, psychopathic thinking is like 3 hours of sleep. The plumber's at my house working, and he's like, "Yeah, this is going to be kind of pricey, but I can fix it." Now, what does a psychopath think in that instance? He said, "Yeah, it's pricey, but I can fix it," indicating that he is going to fix it, and then he's going to give you the unpleasantness. He's pre-notifying you of the unpleasantness that comes post him fixing it. What is this? Quickest between 2 points? The psychopath thinks, well, what do I? Well, this would be a perfect day if I just don't have to pay him. Well, what are the circumstances under which I would not pay this man? Well, if he suddenly jumped up and if he did a bad job, he doesn't get paid. If he suddenly jumped up and said, "You know what? You're such a nice guy. I'm not. You don't have to. This is on the cuff." Okay. Suppose he doesn't jump up and say that. It means, I guess it means he thinks I'm not a nice guy. Why is the plumber fucking hating on me? All I did was ask him to fucking fix the stuff. I asked him to fix the stuff, and now he's coming at me with all this fucking hatred. He pretty much told me he was gonna fuck me with this high bill because for whatever God knows, it's because he hates me. I tell you what, the best thing for me to fucking do right now is just to kill him right after he finishes the job. This is psychopathic thinking in action. It's just a way to get quick time across town with the fewest obstacles. But people are very different from obstacles. Yeah, okay, thank you. Yeah, it was at the house. I got it. Yeah, Moloch is it, buddy. Moloch is it. So the best way is a straight line. A straight fucking line. This is psychopathic thinking. So I know that I'm underrested when I start to have bad ideas. So I do during the entirety of the time that I'm writing this Substack, I'm having I'm not second guessing myself. Because I was writing too fast for that. But I'm still haunted by the overall sensation that I'm murdering the plumber, if you know what I mean. That maybe my thinking is not okay about this. But listen, you ever been stopped by a cop? I'll give you a prime example. I can personalize it. I get stopped by a cop on 280, the most out of control freeway in California, designed by a race car driver who he himself had gotten stopped. He got stopped on it because he was like, "Fuck, man, this is a great road. I'd like to try it out." They actually, the cops arrested, or they didn't arrest, stopped and cited the guy who designed 280 because he was doing like 125 miles an hour on it. So I get stopped by the cop, and the cop is giving me, he's trying to lecture me about speeding, and I can't keep my mouth shut, right, as per usual. And I'm like watching, I go, everybody here is speeding. And the cop says, "You don't worry about them," in full dad fashion, because I would say this to my kids nowadays. "Don't worry about them. You worry about you. In the bingo game of life, buddy, you got fucking bingo, and you're getting a ticket. You can deal with it by going to traffic school or whatever," which is what I did. The comedy traffic school. A stand-up comedian who's down on his luck decides to do traffic school. Yeah. Or unless he's the guy who came up with the idea, in which he's got a captive audience for 8 hours, he could try new stuff, and he gets paid for it, and no hecklers. Yeah. So, um, they don't just give a shit about, or like when I got stopped going into Norway. Who goes to Norway for 2 days on business? Me. Well, you don't look like a businessman. The one time I decided to wear sports casual. on the plane. But I'm watching all the Serbian guys go by with totally suspect fucking packages. What? I'm not a snitch, but Jesus Christ, look, come on. I can't be the best fucking smuggler looking guy. All right. Incidentally, I was talking about my drug smuggling exploits at jiu-jitsu the other day. And I need to remind myself with a great deal of aggressiveness that Scramble Academy is not the Sorrow Academy. Because when I confess publicly to having done something illegal, I stop, think, and I look up at a guy and I go, "What is it you do for a living?" And the guy goes, "I'm a cop." I go, "Well, that story you just heard was about a friend of mine." Whatever was behind that, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So anyway, March 1st, beware the Ides of March coming up on the 15th. We'll do another show on the 9th. However, June has got to be paid. So, it's throw in some money if you can. This week we did, yesterday we did If the Shoes Fit. We had a quorum. Everybody was there. We'll do another one on Saturday. I'm already caught up on the decibel thing, and try not to die between now and then. I hope I'm not as tired, but right now I'm going to sleep, bro. I can't stand it. Later. And the kid is sleeping too, but I'll give it a try because she was pretty tired. Look what you made me do! Don't die, bloody. Don't.
Thanks for joining us this week for yet another episode of the Show Stomper podcast, featuring your host, Eugene S. Robinson. Be sure to follow Eugene's weekly newsletter, which is a soaring hit at eugenesrobinson.substack.com. If you're still on Twitter, he's at Eugene S. Robinson. While you're at it, follow him on Insta at Mr. Sleep 3, that's the number 3. For more episodes of the show that seemingly never ends, go to showstomper.substack.com and become a subscriber today. Eventually, it will house all the Knuckle Up archives we can locate. We already have all the jiu-jitsu breakdowns for free. Check out Eugene on the Bad Boss Brief podcast every other Wednesday morning, as well as the If the Shoes Fit podcast. Pick up his memoir, A Walk Across Dirty Water and Straight into Murderer's Row today, and be sure to leave him a much appreciated honest Amazon review.
Hey, are you still there? I'm here too. This is me, June M. Williams, Eugene's producer.
The Show Stomper has been produced by Original Designs, owned and operated by me, June M. Williams. I provide Eugene with videography, original show graphics, motion graphics, show logos, podcast syndication, social media, and more. I can be reached at originals@gmail.com, spelled ORIJUNELS @gmail.com.